Imagine waking up tomorrow in a world where the rules you've lived by no longer apply. Jobs, industries, even the way we think about success, everything is changing faster than you can process. Some people will panic, some will get left behind, and then there will be those who see this not as a threat, but as the biggest opportunity of their lifetime. The difference between the two isn't luck, it's mindset. It's how you think, how you adapt, and how you choose to act when the future doesn't wait for anyone. Today, I want to talk about the mindset you need to thrive in the AI era, a mindset that isn't just about keeping up, but about shaping the world itself, a mindset that turns uncertainty into clarity, fear into action, and disruption into power. Because here's the truth, AI isn't coming, it's already here. And the question isn't whether it will affect your life, the question is, will you let it control you, or will you control it? In the AI era, the greatest advantage you can have is not a degree, a title, or even years of experience. It is the ability to learn faster than machines and adapt faster than the world around you. Technology is evolving at a speed that our parents or even we could never have imagined. Every industry, every skill, every career path is being transformed, sometimes overnight. The moment you stop learning, you risk being left behind. But those who cultivate the ability to absorb knowledge quickly, understand it, and apply it immediately will not only survive, they will thrive. Learning faster is not just about reading more books or taking more courses. It is about sharpening your mind to recognize patterns, to connect dots that others cannot see, and to turn new information into actionable insights. Think about it like this AI can process data, but it cannot decide what matters most in context, and it cannot turn that insight into a meaningful action unless a human guides it. Your ability to interpret, prioritize, and act on information faster than anyone else will become your superpower. To build this skill, you need to approach learning differently. Passive learning, watching videos, reading articles, or attending lectures is no longer enough. Active learning is what separates the extraordinary from the average. Active learning means applying what you learn immediately, testing it in the real world, failing fast, and iterating. It means being curious about everything, asking the right questions, and not being afraid to challenge assumptions. The faster you go through this cycle, the faster you grow. Another critical part of learning faster is embracing discomfort. The AI era will constantly push you into areas where you feel uncertain or unqualified. If you avoid challenges, you will never accelerate your growth. Every time you stretch beyond what you already know, your brain rewires itself. You build mental flexibility, resilience, and the ability to pivot when circumstances change. Learning is not about memorizing facts. It is about building mental agility, the capacity to think clearly and creatively when everything around you is shifting. Collaboration is also key. No one can learn everything alone, and no one should try. The people you surround yourself with, the discussions you engage in, the perspectives you expose yourself to, these become accelerators of learning. AI can provide data, but humans provide context, emotion, and the nuance that machines cannot replicate. Learning faster than machines does not mean competing against them. It means using them as tools while developing the human capabilities that machines cannot replace. Finally, speed without purpose is wasted energy. Learning fast is valuable only when it aligns with action and impact. It is not enough to accumulate knowledge. You must translate it into results. Whether it is creating something new, solving a problem, or improving yourself, knowledge without execution is meaningless. In a world that moves at AI speed, action is the differentiator. The ability to learn faster than machines is not a skill you are born with. It is a mindset you develop. It requires discipline, curiosity, resilience, and the willingness to be uncomfortable. It requires seeing change not as a threat, but as the greatest opportunity of your life. Those who master this ability will not only adapt to the AI era, they will define it, lead it, and shape the future in ways that no machine ever could. In the era of artificial intelligence, adaptability is no longer optional. It is the single most important skill you can develop. Expertise, once considered the ultimate advantage, is no longer enough. The world is changing faster than any of our traditional systems can keep up with, and the knowledge or skills you have today may become obsolete tomorrow. The moment you resist change, the moment you cling to what you already know, you put yourself at risk of falling behind. Adaptability is what allows you not just to survive, but to thrive in a world defined by constant disruption. Being adaptable does not mean abandoning expertise entirely. It means combining your knowledge with flexibility. It means understanding that the environment, tools, and rules you once mastered can shift overnight, and your success depends on your ability to adjust without hesitation. In the AI era, the machines can automate repetitive tasks, analyze enormous amounts of data, and outperform humans in specialized skills, but they cannot replicate the human ability to pivot, to learn new approaches, and to innovate in unpredictable circumstances. Adaptability is what separates the leaders from the followers. the innovators from the spectators. Developing adaptability begins with mindset. You must approach change not as a threat, but as an opportunity. Every disruption, every technological leap, and every unexpected challenge is a chance to grow stronger, smarter, and more capable. People who resist change see it as a challenge to their security. People who embrace change see it as a challenge to their potential. This perspective shift is critical because it allows you to respond to the unknown with curiosity instead of fear. Another key element of adaptability is experimentation. You cannot be adaptable if you only stick to what you know. You must be willing to try new methods, explore new ideas, and sometimes fail in order to succeed. Failure is not the opposite of adaptability. It is a necessary part of it. Every time you fail and adjust, you increase your mental flexibility and your capacity to respond effectively in situations you have never encountered before. In the AI era, those who can experiment and iterate quickly will always stay ahead of those who wait for perfect conditions. Adaptability also requires constant observation and awareness. The AI era is characterized by rapid shifts. Industries evolve, consumer demands change, and new technologies emerge almost daily. To remain relevant, you must continuously scan your environment, learn from trends, and anticipate shifts before they fully arrive. Being adaptable is about seeing opportunities and threats before others do and having the courage to act on them while others hesitate. Finally, adaptability is deeply connected to collaboration. No one can face the rapid changes of the AI era alone. Working with diverse teams, learning from different perspectives, and being open to feedback accelerates your ability to adjust effectively. AI may provide insights, but human adaptability thrives in connection with other humans. Together, you can recognize patterns, respond to challenges, and innovate faster than any individual or machine could on their own. The world is moving at an unprecedented pace, and expertise alone will not protect you. Rigid skills and fixed thinking will leave you behind. The people who succeed in this era are not always those who know the most. They are the ones who can pivot, adjust, and respond in real time. Adaptability is not just a survival tool, it is a superpower. It allows you to seize opportunities, overcome challenges, and lead in ways that machines cannot. By developing adaptability, you ensure that no matter what changes the future brings, you will not just react, you will shape your destiny. You will turn uncertainty into advantage, disruption into opportunity, and change into growth. In a world where everything can and will change, adaptability is the skill that makes you unstoppable. In the age of artificial intelligence, some of the most valuable human qualities are exactly the ones machines cannot replicate. Creativity, judgment, and emotional intelligence are not just nice to have skills, they are the differentiators that will define who thrives and who gets left behind. AI can analyze patterns, predict outcomes, and even generate ideas based on data, but it cannot feel, it cannot empathize, and it cannot imagine possibilities that go beyond what already exists. This is where humans hold an irreplaceable advantage, and understanding this is crucial to shaping your future. Creativity is more than artistic talent, is the ability to see connections that others miss, to approach problems in unconventional ways, and to generate solutions that are entirely new. In a world where AI can process data faster than any human, creativity becomes the ultimate currency. Machines can follow rules, but they cannot invent new rules. They cannot ask, what if, in the way humans can. By cultivating creativity, you are learning to think beyond limitations, to innovate when the obvious solutions have already been exhausted, and to create value that no machine can replicate. This requires practice, courage, and the willingness to experiment, fail, and try again until something remarkable emerges. Judgment is another skill that machines cannot replace. AI can provide probabilities, trends, and recommendations, but it cannot make decisions in contexts where morality, ethics, and human complexity are involved. Every decision we make involves uncertainty, trade-offs, and consequences that go beyond algorithms. Developing sound judgment means learning how to weigh information, anticipate outcomes, and make choices that align with both reason and human values. In the AI era, judgment allows you to filter through the noise, recognize what truly matters, and act decisively when others hesitate. It is the difference between following a machine blindly and using it as a tool to achieve meaningful results. Emotional intelligence, the ability to understand, manage, and influence emotions is equally critical. AI can detect emotions superficially through data, but it cannot genuinely empathize, inspire, or navigate complex social dynamics. Emotional intelligence allows you to build trust, motivate teams, resolve conflicts, and connect with others on a level that machines cannot touch. In an environment where automation can handle technical tasks, relationships, influence, and leadership become your most powerful assets. People who master emotional intelligence can leverage collaboration, communicate effectively, and adapt to human needs in ways AI simply cannot replicate. The combination of creativity, judgment, and emotional intelligence creates a synergy that is unbeatable. These skills feed off each other. Creativity allows you to imagine new possibilities. Judgment helps you select the most valuable ones. And emotional intelligence ensures your ideas resonate and inspire action. Together, they form the foundation of human advantage in an AI-driven world. Those who invest in these skills are not competing with machines. They are elevating themselves above what machines are capable of, turning technology into a tool rather than a threat. To cultivate these abilities, you must intentionally practice and challenge yourself. Take on projects that push your imagination, make decisions in uncertain situations, and actively engage with people to understand their perspectives. Surround yourself with diversity, seek feedback, and embrace discomfort, because growth happens when you operate outside of what is safe and predictable. In the AI era, technical skills alone are no longer enough to secure your future. What will separate the leaders, innovators, and visionaries from everyone else is the ability to think creatively, act with discernment, and connect with humanity at a deep level. These are the skills that machines cannot replicate, the skills that will make you indispensable, and the skills that will allow you to not just survive, but shape the world around you. The power of the human mind lies not in processing data, but in imagining, deciding, and feeling, and that power is yours to harness. In the AI era, knowledge alone will never be enough. Information is abundant, insights are accessible, and data flows faster than any human can process. But all of that is meaningless unless it is paired with action. Taking decisive action separates the leaders from the followers, the innovators from the spectators, and the ones who thrive from the ones who get left behind. In a world where AI can predict trends, optimize systems, and analyze possibilities, the person who acts with clarity and courage will always have the ultimate advantage. Action is what transforms ideas into reality. You can have brilliant strategies, innovative concepts, or a deep understanding of the future, but without execution, those advantages are wasted. AI can assist you in planning, forecasting, and simulating outcomes, but it cannot act on your behalf in the real world. That requires human initiative. The moment you hesitate, overthink, or wait for perfect conditions, opportunities slip away. The AI era rewards speed, decisiveness, and the courage to move even when uncertainty is high. Taking decisive action requires overcoming fear and doubt. In times of rapid change, fear is natural. We fear making the wrong decision, wasting time, or failing in front of others. But indecision is far costlier than failure. Every successful person in history, whether in technology, business, or any other field, has made mistakes. The difference is that they acted, learned, and iterated quickly. The ability to take action despite uncertainty is not reckless. It is calculated courage. It is about using the information available, trusting your judgment, and committing to a path while remaining flexible to adjust along the way. Decisive action also requires clarity of purpose. In a world full of distractions, information overload, and endless possibilities, knowing what matters most is critical. Without a clear objective, action can become random, ineffective, or wasted entirely. But with a defined purpose, every step you take becomes intentional and momentum builds. Action without purpose can lead to burnout, but action with direction creates impact, influence, and progress that cannot be ignored. Another essential component of decisive action is speed. In the AI era, speed matters more than ever. AI can provide real-time insights and predictions, but only humans can act on them immediately in ways that shape outcomes. Waiting too long for perfection, overanalyzing, or hesitating in fear of mistakes gives others the advantage. Action is a multiplier. The faster and smarter you move, the more leverage you gain, the more influence you create, and the more opportunities you unlock. Collaboration amplifies action. While decisiveness starts with the individual, taking the right steps often requires leveraging teams, resources, and diverse perspectives. Decisive action is not about going it alone. It is about moving quickly while coordinating effectively, learning from feedback, and adjusting in real time. The combination of speed, clarity, and collaboration is what turns good ideas into transformative results. Finally, taking decisive action is not just about external success. It is about building confidence and momentum. Every time you act, you strengthen your capacity to respond to the next challenge. Action breeds clarity, learning, and growth. In a rapidly changing world, the people who hesitate fall behind, but those who consistently act, learn from outcomes, and iterate are the ones who define the future. In the AI era, the difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is not intelligence, resources, or luck. It is action. Knowledge and planning are tools, but only action creates results. The person who acts decisively takes control of opportunities, shapes the world around them, and creates a future that others only react to. Taking action is not optional. It is the ultimate competitive advantage. The difference between watching the world change and being the one who drives that change. In the age of artificial intelligence, uncertainty is no longer the exception. It is the rule. The pace of change is relentless. Industries are evolving overnight. and the skills that guarantee security today may become obsolete tomorrow. For many, this uncertainty creates fear, hesitation, and paralysis. But those who learn to embrace uncertainty as an opportunity rather than a threat gain an advantage that no machine or system can ever replicate. The future belongs not to those who wait for certainty, but to those who act decisively in the face of the unknown. Embracing uncertainty starts with mindset. Most people approach uncertainty with resistance. They cling to familiarity, hold tightly to routines, and avoid risks because the unknown feels unsafe. But the AI era rewards those who can shift perspective. Instead of seeing uncertainty as a risk, they see it as a doorway to growth, innovation, and discovery. Every unknown variable, every disruption, every unexpected challenge is not something to fear. It is an invitation to create, to learn, and to lead. When you reframe uncertainty as opportunity, you stop being a passive observer of change and start becoming an active participant in shaping the future. Uncertainty also encourages creativity and experimentation. When the rules are not fixed, the possibilities expand. This is where innovation thrives. In a world where AI can analyze data and execute tasks efficiently, human creativity is the differentiator. Uncertainty forces you to think differently, to question assumptions, and to explore solutions that others might overlook. It is a catalyst for breakthroughs because when the path is unclear, you are compelled to imagine new ways forward. The moments when you feel unsure are often the exact moments where the greatest opportunities lie. At the same time, embracing uncertainty requires resilience. The unknown is uncomfortable, and discomfort is where growth happens. It is normal to feel doubt, fear, or hesitation when navigating uncharted territory, but resilience allows you to persist, to iterate, and to learn from mistakes rather than being stopped by them. The AI era moves fast, and those who can recover quickly from setbacks, adapt to changing circumstances, and maintain momentum will always outpace those who seek rigid stability. Uncertainty is not an obstacle. It is a training ground for mental agility, perseverance, and strength. Another critical aspect of embracing uncertainty is taking calculated risks. Acting without certainty does not mean acting blindly. It means making informed decisions with the best information available, committing to action, and adjusting as new information emerges. AI can provide insights, predictions, and scenarios, but only humans can decide what is worth pursuing and what aligns with vision, purpose, and values. The ability to make decisions under uncertainty separates leaders from followers, creators from consumers, and those who shape the future from those who react to it. Finally, embracing uncertainty requires curiosity and openness. It is about exploring new ideas, learning from diverse perspectives, and seeking opportunities in places others ignore. Uncertainty encourages experimentation and drives personal and professional growth. Those who are willing to step into the unknown develop a mindset of continuous learning and discovery. They are adaptable, resilient, and ready to seize opportunities that others are too afraid to take. In the AI era, uncertainty is not a barrier, it is a gateway. The people who succeed are not those who wait for clarity, but those who lean into the unknown with courage, creativity, and resilience. They see change not as a threat, but as a chance to innovate, grow, and define their path. By embracing uncertainty, you transform fear into power, disruption into opportunity, and ambiguity into advantage. The future will always be unpredictable, but your ability to navigate it with confidence, vision, and adaptability will determine whether you are left behind or whether you lead. Those who embrace uncertainty do more than survive. They shape the world, they influence outcomes, and they thrive in a way that no algorithm or machine can ever replicate. As we stand at the edge of the AI era, the future may feel uncertain, overwhelming, even intimidating. The rules we once relied on are changing, and the world is moving faster than ever before. But within this uncertainty lies an incredible opportunity, the chance to grow, to lead, and to shape a future that reflects our vision, creativity, and courage. The mindset you cultivate today will determine not just how you survive, but how you thrive in a world transformed by technology. Learning faster than machines gives you the ability to stay ahead, to adapt to new challenges, and to turn knowledge into action before others even recognize the change. Adaptability ensures that no matter how fast the world shifts, you remain relevant, capable, and ready to seize opportunities others overlook. Creativity, judgment, and emotional intelligence are the qualities that make you uniquely human, allowing you to innovate, connect, and make decisions that machines cannot. Taking decisive action transforms ideas into results, ensuring that insight does not remain theory but becomes impact, influence, and progress. And finally, embracing uncertainty turns fear into power, disruption into opportunity, and the unknown into a canvas for growth and innovation. When you combine all of these elements, you create a mindset that is unstoppable. You develop the clarity to act, the courage to experiment, the resilience to overcome setbacks, and the vision to see opportunity where others see risk. This is the mindset that does not wait for the future. It shapes it. It does not react to change. It drives it. It does not settle for what is. It creates what can be. The AI era is not about competing against machines. It is about unlocking the potential that only humans possess. It is about learning faster, adapting smarter, thinking creatively, acting decisively, and embracing the unknown. The moment you commit to this mindset, you take control of your life and your future. You become the person who's not fear change, who thrives in disruption, and who leads others toward a world shaped by imagination, courage, and action. So as you leave this moment, remember this: the future is not something that happens to you. It is something you create. Every choice, every action, every step forward is an opportunity to shape your destiny, to define what is possible, and to leave a mark that no machine, no algorithm, and no circumstance can ever erase. The AI era is here, the world is changing, and the question is not whether you will be affected, but whether you will rise, take charge, and lead with the mindset that turns uncertainty into power, challenges into opportunity, and potential into reality. The world is waiting for those who are ready. Be that person!